get ready for a total lunar eclipse, which will be visible from Honolulu, some parts of North America, Australia, and Asia on Tuesday, March 3rd. That's 2026 at 11:33 a.m. Universal Time Coordinated. Now, in Honolulu, you got to do it on the 2nd, okay? And that's going to be around 9:33, okay? Because it's 10 hours difference. Now, the total lunar eclipse occurs on a full moon when the moon, earth, and sun line up. This event is called a syzygy, originating from a Greek word meaning to be together in union. My father used to like to make me spell that word when I was a kid because he said it's a word that has no vowels in it. What is the one word that has no vowels? Syzygy. S-Y-Z-Y-G-Y. I said it over and over and over, so it registered. Probably why I became an astrologer. Okay, now, this is going to be a Virgo full worm moon happening in a Gemini year. Okay, this is during a Gemini year on March 3rd, again, 2026. This Virgo moon happens at 10:37 a.m. during the mid-morning tropical astrology, and that's also universal time coordinated in Lunar Mansion Number 13, which is a mild mansion of the moon. Now, Gemini year is now upon us, okay, and the Archangel Uriel is the angelic being that rules over the sign of Virgo, with lunar angel Jezreel ruling over the 13th mansion of the moon. The mercurial amalgamation of mutable earth from Virgo's water of earth, nature, during a mutable air from Gemini's water of air, sort of quality and attribute, it creates a clever, smart, and witty atmosphere for you. So during sort of this moon, you're going to have an interesting destiny that's going to come up. From Lunar Mansion A.O.L.F.I, it initiates when the Stargate Zavijava, the star, is activated during the stellar fusion, swaying an intellectual, analytical, and emotionally inquisitive alliance during this moon in Virgo in a now, again, Gemini year. So get used to that. The configuration of these two signs, which are both ruled by Mercury, generates an intriguing and sort of a complex, if not wonderfully strange, pairing that requires contact, conversation, and consideration. Each of these zodiacal signs must allow space for one another's tendencies to make this a viable opportunity to move forward with ambitions. Now, Virgo contributes realism while Gemini bestows impulsiveness. And this is going to be what causes this astrological union to be something that is really not boring. It's going to be very exciting. Luckily, Mercury's angel Raphael heals, and it sort of helps to support and heal any conflicts that might arise from Virgo, deducing that Gemini is taking too many risks. While Gemini could think that of these two signs, think that Virgo is holding the twins back from making decisions based upon, just quick instincts, those gut feelings. Now, the two zodiac angels of these two signs are also supportive to making this union a prosperous one. Virgo's zodiac angel is Hamaliel, while Gemini's zodiac angel is Umbriel. Hamaliel, that's Hamaliel, H-A-M-A-L-I-E-L, adds exactitude to the equation, with Umbriel, that's A-M-B-R-I-E-L, giving a lion's share of imagination. Both are amazingly interested in one another and relish in having dialogue that is engaging and fascinating. The star Zavijava that we mentioned, that's the pointer star, is the Stargate we access for star magic opportunities when Luna activates this lunar mansion. Find generosity and increase, journeys, reaping rewards, and detainees gaining independence. Use pictures of figurines or of sort of couples embracing, with the woman in white wax, the man in red wax, to help, spells meant for decisive procreative encounters and romance for the creation of progeny. So it's fruitfulness. Add magical scents and aromas to your talisman by perfuming wax figurines with lingam alloys and amber. Impotence curses placed upon a man can be dissolved with these potent magical talismans. This is from the Dogs of Virgo, or the Winged Ones of Virgo, in the constellation of Virgo the Virgin, with lunar angel Jaziriel, like jazz, Jaziriel, and Lord Azarut. Now, they use these lunar mansions in the media and in movies and TV shows and in plays and in books and even in the Bible. It goes all the way back to man in the cave painting pictures on the walls. Okay, because these are ancient, very, sort of archetypal sort of images, okay? And these were used for this mansion, Zavijava, and this mansion, A.O.L.F.I, was used in one of the Spartacus TV show. It was not the movie Spartacus, but the TV show Spartacus with Lucy Lawless, where she played a character, a Roman woman who was having trouble getting pregnant, and she had some woman come in to do a spell to make her be fertile and make her husband fertile and her fertile, and mostly her husband, I think. So the woman brought in the talisman. Okay, so that was the use of this lunar mansion in that Spartacus TV show where Lucy Lawless played that part. Her from Xena, Warrior Princess. Now, also, if you talk about, some people call it the Dogs of Virgo, while others call it the Winged Ones of Virgo. Now, understand that, like in the beginning of the movie Gladiator with Russell Crowe, okay, he's got a dog. He has a dog, and I believe there was a dog on his armor, and then later it became two horses that he named for the son of his friend, but he named his horses. But I believe there was a dog on his armor in the beginning of the movie, and he also had a dog that fought with him in the opening battle scene. That's this, because the first thing he's doing is walking through a wheat field. That's Virgo, walking through a wheat field with his hands going over the wheat. And then there's the dog, and then I think, if I remember correctly, dog on his armor. So that's the Dogs of Virgo, okay? And that's using this mansion, okay? Now, regarding the coordinates for the moon, Luna is going to be in Virgo 4 degrees 17 minutes and 9 seconds, excuse me. So that's 4 degrees 17 minutes 9 seconds to Virgo 7 degrees 8 minutes and 34 seconds. So all the time in Virgo, not crossing to the next sign yet. This is according to Abraham. The star to wish upon inside the 13th mansion of the moon. Again, this is Zavijava, according to Warnock, who reveals the name of the mansion number 13 as being called Al-Awa. Now, Agrippa reveals the name of Al-Hair for the 13th mansion of the moon, meaning the dog stars, Sirius, A and B, or the wings of Virgo, indicating the barking dogs located by the left wing of the Virgin. The reason for these two designations of Al-Awa's identifying star Zavijava is that where Arabic astrology identified a kennel with dogs barking at Leo the lion, okay? The Greeks located a virgin. So where the Arabs saw dogs and a kennel barking at Leo, being a Leo, that does happen, okay? and also, but to the Greeks, instead of seeing a kennel of dogs barking at Leo, they see a virgin. So that's a difference in the cultures. Now, Zavijava is a pale yellow star situated in Virgo's left wing. Zavijava is also called Beta Virginis. Ask the angel of Beta Virginis, who is named Jaziriel, to grant your wishes regarding matters of purposeful sexual joining together that have the essential potency to result in the conception of a child. Images of couples embracing with the woman in white wax, again, and the man in red wax, help spells for decisive procreative encounters and romance. Add magical scents and aromas to your talismans by perfuming wax figurines with lingam alloys and amber. Impotence, again, curses placed upon a man can be dissolved with appropriate magical talismans while Luna voyages through Al-Awa, also named Al-Hair by Agrippa, Al-Awa by Warnock. Sorceresses and sorcerers use images or representations of generosity, increase, journeys, reaping rewards, and detainees gaining independence to manifest these things when Luna is transiting through the 13th mansion of the moon. Now, also, you can see where this also was used in another film, and Beta Virginis and the sex joining together were used in Monster, the movie with Charlize Theron, and she was playing Eileen Wuornos, and she wore a T-shirt that said "Jazz" on it. That was Jezreel. She was flirting for sexual union because she played a hooker that was a hitchhiking hooker, because that's what Eileen Wuornos did as a living. And so in the movie, they were playing the true life story, and she had a T-shirt on, and this mansion was used, that she became the angel Jezreel. Whenever you see the word jazz, or you hear them mention jazz, that's Jezreel, and that's this mansion and all the things in this mansion. Okay, Jezreel. Okay. Now, according to Kabbalistic lore, Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Virgo's birthstone is sapphire. Now, star magic opportunities from star angel Jezreel, which provide powerful forces to you to acquire your objectives when this Virgo moon's Al-Awa Stargate of Zavijava is activated by Luna, according to Ashmole, are the following. Okay, here we go. Okay. The following are: go on voyages, engage in nuptials. If you must engage in nuptials during this mansion, then marry a woman without virtue, for a virgin shall abandon you. Cast or plant kernels, turn over your soil, transport captives and detainees. Employees, attendants, and retainers shall be loyal and honest if purchased during this mansion. If you are captured, it will end well for you if you're captured. Receive novel remedies. Homecoming journeys upon seafaring vessels shall be delayed. Enjoy parties and frivolity. Assemble products and construct buildings. Create innovative fashions and apparel. Bathe your scalp and trim your tresses, locks, and curls. Acquire businesses, meetings with noblemen and aristocrats. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon.